Hello, and welcome to Cradle. Strap in, because this is probably going to be a pretty lengthy intro, or skip ahead. This game has kind of been my white whale for the last, 8 years or something. And I don't know exactly why I really want to play it that badly, but it's a very long story. This game came out in, 2015, and I think I saw it, even before launch, and I was pretty excited about it. It looked really cool, looked really interesting, and back then I had no viewers at all, and yet I contacted the developers, and they actually gave me a key for the game, so that was really cool. I was very much looking forward to playing this, and then it didn't really work. This game has had a rocky life, I guess. I mean, it's not really rocky, it's just like a plunge off a cliff. On launch, this game ran like absolute crap. It was horrible. And my PC at the time was well above the recommended specs, not even just the minimum. And I remember contacting them and being like, hey, this is not working. It's very bad. What's happening? Do you have any advice? Can I do anything? Or are you going to be focusing on bug testing or anything like that? And I don't think I ever heard back from that. So then, time passes, I basically just figure, okay, I'll put it on the shelf until maybe I get a PC upgrade, and then we'll try again. And years later, I think I did get the PC upgrade, which is now my previous PC, and I tried it again, still ran like crap, despite, again, much better specs than what should be necessary. And then even later than that, they put out a patch, finally, that said something about, fixing the performance if you play the game without a controller plugged in. So apparently that was a significant bug, where if you didn't have a controller for a first-person puzzle game, then the game would just run terribly. So I tried it again after that, and at that point I think it was kind of fine, still laggy, still stuttery, but it was maybe this would be fine. But at that point I just had a bunch of other stuff on my plate, I guess. And more time passed, and then that PC ended up dying, the GPU just stopped working, and I got this current PC, which is now miles above the requirements. And finally, I have some time to check this game out, but it still doesn't run that great. And I know I'm not the only one here. This game has had threads about poor performance for as long as it's existed, and they just don't seem to be doing anything to optimize it. I don't even know if the developers are still in business. It seems like this was just a one-and-done deal. They just put out one game and then kind of vanished, as far as I can tell. So I think this is the best shot we'll have at this game, and I don't even know if it's worth it, because yeah, it's got very mixed reviews. It just looks very cool, post-apocalyptic, sci-fi, kind of got that desaturated but still vibrant somehow look. And yeah, just a very interesting dreamlike experience from what I can tell. So let's check it out. I've only tested recording in the first and second area, the first open world segment, and it was not great there, but acceptable. But if it drops even more in future areas, who knows, maybe I can't even play this. But again, this is the best we've got. So since I've already been talking for so long, let's just check the settings menu. Usually I do that at the end now, but settings, we actually do have some decent settings. You know, we have a quality slider, which is basically just the, Unity slider, I guess. I think this is Unity, I'm not... No, this is Unreal, isn't it? I can't remember now. But yeah, just a quality slider, full screen on or off, no other, no borderless or anything, VSync on or off. I think if I turned this off, it would probably, when standing still, it would run way too high, so, never mind that. Field of view, which was set to 50 by default, I think I would prefer 80. And texture quality, anti-aliasing, and then you can increase or decrease the gamma. There's also a bunch of different languages. I think that's only for the text, though. I don't even know if this has voice acting, and if it does, I would kind of expect it to be Russian or something. I think this game is Russian, or maybe it's Ukrainian? I don't remember that either. And then, yeah, sound sliders, that's good. We'll probably tweak these, and I think I need to lower this one as far as I remember. And we don't have rebindable controls, but they're just here. There's gamepad controls as well. So, forward, back, left, right, run and shift, jump on space, control to crouch, interact and throw. E is inventory, clue is tab. Alright, so let's go with that. And let's jump into a new game. I would like to take the tutorial, because this was like 8 years ago I did the tutorial. I think it has some reasonably lengthy load times as well, I've noticed. So here we are. I cannot do anything. Oh, there it goes. W is indeed to move around. Okay, that's way too low. 1 sec. Was 1.5 actually good? Yeah, I mean, that's actually kind of good. Maybe 1.4, or 0.4, I mean. There we go. Oh yeah, right, I remember this issue too. Yeah, there's some, like, weird stuff going on with the mouse look, where, like, it kind of... the game can't really handle, like, diagonal inputs very well. So sometimes, like, it's just very jerky. The camera, which maybe I should just play this on a controller. Maybe it would work better. I might test that after like one recording here. Means of interacting with objects. I read text. Parenthesis, pick up or put down objects. Sight, use one object on another. Dialogue cloud, speak with the character. So it's like when you're holding over something, you'll see the reticle, I guess, do this. So that's reading, pick up, using... oh man, I'm not going to remember this, and talking. The talking one makes sense. I guess I is reading. For some reason, round is use. I don't know. Oh wow, that's a hell of a sprint. Oh, reading. Certain objects contain text. To read text from the information stand, walk up to it and left-click on the stand when the cursor changes shape. Okay, I guess I was supposed to have that. I just didn't hit the, like, trigger for it. Yes, thank you. I did read that. Left-click on the gate to open it. And then we have the parenthesis, little paperclip, or a staples icon. Certain objects can be picked up. Left-click on the red cube to pick it up. I have cube. Use the inventory to carry items with you. Press E while holding the cube. Press E again to remove the item from inventory. So I don't know if that means we only have one? No, we have, like, several inventory slots. Okay. So you can just put that in your pocket. Put this in my pocket. And this. And this. Just collect all the cubes. Right-click to force throw a held item. What do you mean force throw? Star Wars? You can use certain items on others. While holding item A, mouse over item B and left-click on it. Add the missing part to the arrangement of cubes. No space in inventory. You can't, like, stack these cubes, I guess. Alright. And we only have 7 inventory slots, so we can't even have 2 of each cube. How sad. So I guess we need the red cube. No, we clearly need the green cube here. The item doesn't work. Damn. Yeah, like here it's running just fine, but yeah, just you wait. Clue. You may occasionally need help throughout the game. Press tab to receive a clue. Press tab again to hide it. Dream. Our story begins here. While sleeping, you see a strange and troubled dream. Follow the instructions to wake up. Go toward the light. What if I go here? I probably shouldn't bother. It's just a tutorial. We're not even, like, in the game yet. This is pick up. New task added. Unknown user data? Did it say that? Yeah, the atmosphere sure is interesting and, like, mysteriously sci-fi. High cursor, by cursor. Can I move? No. Me after a night of heavy drinking. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Again, it's like a little desaturated, the game. Like, if a new task added. Where do you see tasks? It's my note. Authors. Note. You don't remember your name nor recognize where you are. The note on the table is penned by your hand. Read the note. Don't have anything in the inventory. Not sure, like, what the task means exactly. I won't open it this way. The upper chest is too heavy. This chest has been shut for many years. Nergui? I don't know. Nergui? Oxygen TV set. Model XG6000. Elastic screen with ozone filler. Not filter? Filler? Integrated emotion suppression system. All broadcast formats supported. Great. Read entries. I don't know the password. Oh man, it's a lot of stuff to read. Preparing for a transfer. Get to know your new M-body. Make note of the markings on the main components. It's simple. Number 1, head. I can't really see. Head, chest, arms, wrist, pelvis, legs, feet, fuel cell, neurochip, geno chip, synchronizer, accumulation container, breathing module, lens, lock screen, exterior panels. Order your designer exterior panels from Felted at a promotional price. Felted. We refine beauty. Cisterns with biological waste in the suburbs of Erdenet. Birdnet? Greenhouses at a bird's eye view. All houseplants need light to a varying degree. No plant can grow in total darkness. Even the bottom level of a tropical forest gets quite a bit more light than... Kenya, Mombasa, 30C year-round. Wow, there's a lot of stuff to look at. I guess this is what we're doing for the entire episode. We won't even see, like, the main thing with this game, which I'm not gonna spoil, I guess, if you don't know anything about the game. A woman knitting. Handmade flag, signed, Good Hunting. To the happy newlyweds, from your parents with love. Child's photograph, the inscription is shaded with a marker. Grandma Bachin has arrived, let's make goulash. Sweet dreams in a new cradle. They said the name! Yeah, I'm definitely gonna struggle with some of the pronunciation if they have a bunch of, like, Ukrainian or Russian or Cyrillic or whatever names, that kind of thing. No idea how to pronounce any of that. A child and sheep. Lhasa 2030-39. Oh my god, you can, like, look at literally everything. It's not even just, oh, this thing is, like, the entire box. No, it's, like, every single label on every single thing. That is some meticulous detail. Present observations. Wait, observations. Oh, yeah, I mean, some minor typos and stuff, I guess, are to be expected when there's this much text about everything. Looks like we're beginning to get used to discomfort. Reports of appearances of new spheres of contamination are no longer evoke quite the same resonance in the media. There were 2 more emissions of desperatoxin in the past week, but this is probably the first you're hearing of it. Roaming pixel technology. I got ball. I can't put ball! I've no need for this! What do you mean, it's ball? Can't put it in my inventory. And then we can crouch as well. Holy hell. Mongolian astronautics, lunar probe. I love this, by the way, so, yeah, see you next episode if you want to actually see what this game is about. Byambin Rinchen carrier rocket. Research expedition to Venus. Olgoy Korkoi ground probe on Mars. Now you're just making up words. I see, it's all of them, yeah. Towels. I have no need for this. The genes revision mechanism has formed around 200,000 years ago. Curiously enough, it is present only in the human nervous system. Nothing of the like has been detected in other animals, including primates, our genealogical cousins. It is hard to imagine what might have pushed the ancient man's organism to carry out such sophisticated self-modification. I don't know what year this is set in, if this is like a vastly in the future, or if it's like the distant future, the year 2023 or something, back when this was made. Unbelievable though it may sound, it looks like we've accidentally discovered the central mechanism in the functioning of the nervous system. Presently, we haven't a clue as to its purpose. Can I stand up? Okay. While you're reading, the game is paused. While superficial, observations present an utterly senseless picture. We've discovered a peculiar dependence of the person's nervous system on their individual DNA. For reasons yet unknown, the brain is perpetually revising one's own genes. The brain pulls its own organism, generating a sophisticated combination of biorhythms that, incredibly, matches the sequence of nucleotide pairs. I hope you're getting all this. You will be quizzed. Our technology failed the test precisely because it failed to account for this property. Upon losing the connection with one's DNA, every tested neurocopy disintegrated in a fit of panic. Our top priority task at this time is perfecting the technology so as to provide the neurocopy with this vital bond with its native body. And there's nothing else I can read. Alright. But wait, there's more. Good lord. Child's drawing, a city, the sun, and people. Bird? A collision of satellites in 2034, here we go, we're starting to get some hints, resulted in the Great Spot disintegrating and forming a stable system of 4 worlds. So it sounds like we're like still way in the future, like this is probably the distant past, I guess, at this point. Oh. It would be nice if, when you get this, it would tell you, like, what you're about to interact with, like, drawer or something, so that you could see. Taxi in the sky above the Megapolis? Do you pronounce that like that? Megapolis? I've never heard of Megapolis. EF 1977. International Body Replacement Program. Mirror Transfer Department. The back side lists contacts of official transfer centers in Mongolia. I guess that's where this is set, probably? A map of Ulaanbaatar. An in-home transfer is a simple and safe procedure. The entire process is controlled remotely by an operator. All you need is the copy of your nervous system as well as of your NDA. What about the feather? New Life Manual. When in normal operating mode, the look screen is tinged with blue. The screen's neurochip turns red in the event of a malfunction. A green tint indicates that the M-body is being controlled by artificial intelligence. Okay, that might actually be significant. We should memorize that. So blue is normal. That means it's like human, I guess. Red is a problem, and green is there's an AI. A set of tourist postcards. And this in here? Oh my god, it's every single object! This is actually... I'm actually, like, kind of floored by this. This is crazy that they put every little piece of trash in a drawer is like something you can inspect. When I cut myself, the wound healed within half an hour. I kept the plant in the dark too long, then suffered from chills and fever for a whole week. Okay. Yeah, this is giving me flashbacks to, like, a story about my uncle, where I also just, like, read paintings and posters and newspaper clippings and stuff for an entire episode. Money. On the image, Committee of Public Safety Building. Sign on the back reads, Beauty will save the world. Oh. I can just rest. I'm actually falling asleep. I'm asleep! I don't know if I wanted to sleep. I feel like now, did I not, like, miss day one or something? I don't know if that's gonna cause some issues. Oh shit, there she is. Wait, was she here before? Because yeah, this is like one of the main things with this game. I didn't see her there before. And yeah, it looks like there's no, like, saving in that sense. You just, like... It's like each main area of the game is just a checkpoint. So, we're not gonna be able to, like, just save and then test something out or whatever. But yeah, don't want to stare too closely at her. Might get demonetized. I'm sure we're gonna have to do that later, though. Inextricable link. It is becoming wearisome to constantly refute sensational yarns of humans living with modified genocopies. We will therefore simply offer a universal fact. The neurocopy is viable only while embedded in its native inborn gene pattern. Replacing as little as a few nucleotides in your genocopy would sever this bond. And it is well documented what happens to consciousness that becomes disconnected from the body. Yeah, looks like we're getting a little Talos Principle, though I guess it's kind of the other way around, honestly. Second ball. Can't pick up the boots. I can pick up this weird bag, though. Put it in my inventory? Wait. I can! Oh, really? I guess I have a need for this. I don't know what it is. Read the note. Nope. Stuffed Peppers, the famous music band, presents their new album, Renew Your Flavor. The concert is timed to the anniversary of the successful modification of the empathy gene. All proceeds will be remitted to Project Transhuman Research Fund. August 17, 2043. Ulaanbaatar, Central Palace of Culture. Doors open at 19. Okay, so yeah, maybe it's around that time, 2043 or so. Maybe not quite. Maybe that's like an old thing. A dark, murky liquid reeks of alcohol. Some, like, Chinese brand. Looks like oil, does it? Smells like vinegar. Tiny white crystals could be citric acid. Taste them and find out. Footprint of a brown hair. The door is jammed. Oh my goodness. Rider in an M-body. Huh. Damp Rags. It's a good band name. They succeeded in reading the brain for information and storing it as a digital copy. The new technology has been dubbed neurocopying. So what is a neurocopy? Memories? Upon hearing this question, the developers favored us with an indulgent smile. Evidently, it's not quite memories. Fair enough, we shall let the essence of the technology remain a mystery for now. Instead, let us celebrate another momentous victory in the world of science. It may not yet be the complete consciousness transfer some were hoping for, but is nevertheless a steady step toward the goal. Uh-huh. Yeah, we're piecing together quite a lot about this world by just reading random bits and bobs. It's interesting. What is this, a club? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Like, cleaning your chimney or something? So it's apparently 2076 now. So it was like 30 years ago? This thing? July 25th, Saturday. I wonder if that's because I slept. If I hadn't slept, would I not have been able to do, like, rip one of these off? Today is the 26th year anniversary of the Cöln catastrophe, when a consciousness emulation experiment at the Institute of Neurocopying in the city of Cöln, I don't know how you pronounce that, in English that is, went awry. It resulted in the first ever emission of desperatoxin. This day went down in history as the start of the Lilith epidemic. Wait, Lilith epidemic. Uh-huh. Kurunga. Oh my god. Now that this design flaw has been eliminated, the new model of M-bodies will feature lens as a standalone element. That means no more trips to the maintenance center to repair your sight. You'll be able to change your lens independently and without rebooting. Ulaanbaatar Thermal Network, Specialist Credentials. Medicinal herbs picking... herbs picking calendar? Oh my god, newspaper slip from 2065. Analysis of the remains has confirmed a neurochip that's been in the sphere for 15 years cannot be restored. This makes... Wait, what do you mean? Okay, this makes the conflict in the matter of original's right a moot point. The neurochip's owner has perished, and we can confidently restore him to life by activating a backup neurocopy. In the sphere, does that mean, like, in a body? Like the robot up here? So they have a lifespan of 15 years or something? I'm getting a bunch of, like, anime flashbacks as well. Grandpa listened to him, ashamed for not decorating the home earlier, and agreed to the deal. He didn't pay much, since it doesn't work and cannot talk, but at least we now have a container to store discarded Fido copies. Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be the last thing. I'm just gonna read this, and then we're gonna have to, like, lick all the walls more next time. Dear Odbayar, whatever. No doubt sweet Passion, as you aptly noted, is the heart of all things virtuous. However, despite the tasty name, it does not have confectionery properties. Wait. Oh, I see. Sweet Passion is like a plant? Passion's sweet isomer, as with its bitter counterpart, were named thusly due to their smell, not taste. Several years ago, back when our lives were not yet turned upside down, several grams of an unknown substance made its way under some scientist microscopes. The ensuing discovery was that the translucent liquid was a mix of its two isomers, two substances with entirely different properties. Upon secretion from the general mixture, the first isomer assumed a violet glow and a pleasant sweet fragrance, thereby earning the name of the sweet element. The second isomer, a viscous black liquid with a repulsive stench, was likewise appropriately dubbed the bitter element. Back then nobody could appreciate the irony of using witty culinary names to christen two elements of extraordinary might that have arrived to us from the unexplored bowels of the universe. I don't know if I can appreciate what that entails exactly, but holy crap. Alright, we're gonna have to get to AI robot waifu next time, and also, like, out here, just sneak peek, open world, and yeah, stutters, exactly. That's the problem I've noticed. I did some running around here, and like, you can see it runs perfectly fine right now, but it seems like specifically rendering things, like in the distance and stuff, running around, that's where it's just an engine problem. It's just, like, poorly optimized. The game, regardless of your specs, it's just going to stutter a whole lot. So we're just gonna have to deal with that, hope that it doesn't get worse in some future areas or anything, so we'll see. But man, I did almost nothing today, but I'm kind of hooked already. I'm very intrigued by all of this and all the reading. I might get tired of all the reading at some point, but for now, let's keep reading next time. I'll see you then.